First of all, my husband is pretty easy to look at and mostly super wonderful. So he's been pretty easy to tolerate. Not sure if I always have been, but I composed some tips for staying in a long-term relationship happily. It was originally titled How to Tolerate Your Husband for More Than 30 Years. But I came up with the first 6, and I don't do anything in 6s. So I was either going to take one off or add one, and I like doing things in 7s. So he gave me the last one, and it's one of the best. So stay tuned till the end, and you'll get his tip too. Number 1, don't watch even just a bit ahead of your show. If you meet on the couch on those nights that you both outlast the kids to resume your show, whether it's a movie or a series that might take you many nights and you become sleep-deprived zombies if it's really good for a little bit, sometimes it might be a while before you meet on the couch again, and it's tough if you get out of sync with the show because then one's catching up. So just don't watch ahead on the show if you have a common show and you meet on the couch for that. Number 2, have a song you hum in your head. When you realize it's time to check out of the argument and agree to disagree or table it to be revisited later if there's a decision that has to be made, sing a song in your head that distracts you or just calms you down. Don't accidentally sing it out loud. That doesn't go well, depending on if you've written a song. And anyway, I'm pretty sure he has one too, because I'm pretty chatty, and I think I'd want to tune me out too sometimes if I could. So, number 3, have a few favorite go-to memories that remind you why you love this person so much. When you're mad and you want to find your way back to a calm place of love, think of a few of your favorite memories together, or times when you really appreciated your spouse. For me, there were a few times earlier in our relationship when he did something so sweet that I just fell for him. One memory I'm fond of is watching my very manly husband delicately dropping water on a bee to clean the paint off of him, and he didn't know I was watching. So that's why it was so special. He was doing it just for the bee. Any simple memory of a time that you absolutely adored your spouse or appreciated them to their fullest will do to serve as a go-to memory when you need to remember what you love about them. Number 4, take some time for yourselves whether you're busy or not. I realized as my husband was driving me to hospital for a surgery and we were talking in the car that it had been a while since we were able to just freely talk without being interrupted by the kids. So take time to talk, even when you don't really have the time. Even bug your husband or wife or spouse at work sometimes, just to say you're thinking of them. Although that one, I don't know if it's always appreciated if they're really busy at work. Then it depends on their job. There's certain jobs you might not want to call and interrupt them. But just take the time to stay in touch and talk. Number 5, hug each other when you say goodbye as a habit. Then if you went to bed mad, which I actually think is a good idea sometimes, so you can cool off and not say things that you might regret that you didn't mean. It's a chance to reconcile without all the sorries. A simple hug that says you're still on hugging terms. And when you're so mad that you just don't want to be on hugging terms, skipping that hug is a way of saying a lot without necessarily saying a lot in front of the kids. Number 6, play like children and play with your kids together more. We parents run in survival mode and may take turns watching the kids while the other is cooking or doing the dishes or catching up on work or whatever. Like tag team wrestlers that need to survive all the rounds until the bell goes and you've outlasted them for the day. Put those things on hold sometimes and play as a family. The game doesn't matter as much and will change with your kid's age. But we were pretty into box sporting for a while and Nerf fights. And lately it's soccer in the basement. We set up a little area for soccer because it's winter. Can't do it outside. But whatever it is, and it'll change with their age, just find some time to reconnect as a family and don't take turns doing it. Because for a while that's what we'd do, is one of us would catch up on stuff and the other one would keep the kids busy. And there's always stuff to do. Put it on hold, play. And number 7, which is my husband's suggestion, is find a hobby together. For us, it was easy. We have a shared passion for music, and I'm actually in our reclaimed jam space, which we folded the band as sleep-deprived new parents that couldn't really get out past bedtime and try to expect someone else to get our kids to sleep. Not good sleepers. It made sense to turn it into a play area. And now our kids are not needing the same space to play. And well, we needed our jam space back. So we've kind of reclaimed, they have their area for part of the basement and we have our jam area. So we've really enjoyed reconnecting over music. That's our hobby. But if there's something if you don't have a hobby or something you both like doing, look back at something that you enjoyed doing maybe when you first got together, or something that maybe one of you did that you don't do anymore that you'd like to, and take turns picking some activities, or take each other out of your comfort zones once in a while. If, for instance, one of you's scared of heights, go wall climbing or do something where you have to support each other and lean on each other a bit. And that can be really good to reconnect too. So I hope these tips have been helpful, and I thank you for listening.
The sun has been up for a few hours now. Once again you want home. I don't know why I am still sticking around. You only want me when I'm walking out the door. But now, going to bed alone. Think if I wait longer, you just might come home. Finally then, when you walk through the door, I'm so mad at you, I won't sleep with you anymore. change. 'Cause things can't go, they won't go. Really hoping that you might know